everybody. Carl from AllBallsNoBull.com. We're continuing our series of interviews. Today I'm with one of my very best friends in the world, Alberto Martinez. Alberto and I've, how long have we known? 15 years at least played together. And I want to start off with, tell us a little bit about your background. You came from the Dominican Republic. You had a scholarship, at the University of Iowa, right?
Yes, I was born and raised in the Dominican Republic. Over there I played for Jose Cano, which is Robinson Cano's father, and he has a player development program over there, which I came up with, and I had a scholarship to go to the University of Iowa first, and then I went to Seminole State Junior College and played baseball there. Some of the guys that I played with were like Adam Roach, Reggie Willett, and after that I pursued my career doing some pro scouting for independent league teams.
Now you are the head of player development for the Bridgeport Bluefish. And I don't know that everybody out there knows the Atlantic League is probably the strongest, most competitive minor league in the country, because it can you tell us a little bit about that? It has a lot of guys that they're not affiliated, but they have played Major League Ball. A lot of guys. Did you have Angel Baroa, for instance, last year, the Rookie of the Year?
Yes, I had guys, from Angel Baroa, which was a Rookie of the Year in 2004.
Willie Mopena?
Willie Mopena. I had many guys that play in the big league time, and guys that are still capable of playing in the big leagues. What our league has become is the best showcase league for players aspiring to get back to the big leagues, or prospects that get released out of the minor leagues.
I know that there is even a proposal. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but there is a proposal to have a draft for independent ball, not just a draft that would encompass college players and free agents, but a separate draft for independent ball. Is that correct?
Yes, that's definitely correct, because there's so many players getting released from the minor leagues and from all over the world. Guys that sign and for some reason they never got an opportunity for roster spots, and then they come to us, and these guys can really help the ball club right away. It could be anywhere from A-ball through the big leagues. Me personally, being the player development coordinator, I run into a bunch of guys at amateur ball that I give opportunities just because for some reason or the other they never had a chance to go to the draft, or they didn't perform as good as they could have at school, and now they develop. There's so many scenarios. It's unreal.
Can I interrupt you just for a second there? One of the things, because the majority, like 75, more than that, 85% of the instructional industry, and Berto also teaches. He's in the same industry I am. He also teaches. Is that a lot of the 85% of the instructional industry is for kids, and you keyed on a word that we keep talking about is development. So much of the youth levels, AAU, high school and below, they have an incorrect perception that it's performance now, and the reality of baseball is continually getting better and develop. And this is a guy that's working at the pro level that's telling you that it's about development. Is that correct?
That's totally correct. I mean, I think the problem nowadays in baseball and these AAU programs is that you're paying for games. You're paying to be in a league, and you're paying for games, and what happens is you forget about getting to keep better, and because you were not good at something doesn't mean that you couldn't get better and be that pro that you could be. You just have to work with the right person that can teach you, and you can be that pro. But if you just keep playing games and you never develop to break your bad habits, you're just getting worse.
Now there was a guy that had a great equivalent point. He said if we were in school, and everybody that has a child in school knows it's about incremental development, and yet in these AAU programs and a lot of other things, how do you play 60 to 90 games in a 90-day period? It's like taking a test in school every day. It's skills that are equate to a certain level. Can you address that?
Of course. That's actually a perfect example. The guy at the tryout, the Bluefish tryout, they asked me why didn't I make it, and I said he threw 84. It's because 84 is a great velocity at a high school level, at a college level. But the problem is at a pro level, hitters are too skilled. So what happens is a guy throwing an 84 mile an hour fastball and a 75 mile an hour curveball, it just doesn't matter. You're not going to fool the hitter. They're just going to spray you up all day.
You can't compete. You're
You
right.
can't compete at that level.
That competes at this level, but doesn't compete at the next level.
And that's the problem. And some guys, they think it's something about like, oh, I'm not good enough. It's not that you're not good enough. You just don't have the stuff to pitch at that level. So it doesn't mean you can pitch somewhere else. After that situation, you realize, well, the problem is that we got to try to find the right person to get you to maybe throw those 5 miles an hour extra.
That you're doing something mechanically that you can get some more out of your
Yeah,
body.
something mechanically. It could be something as simple as your strength and conditioning program,
Right.
Which is very important nowadays. Some guys are just getting stronger. Some guys are just born stronger and they're just more athletic than you, but you can get stronger always and you can get better. Sometimes you're just not eating the right way. You're just not doing the right things to help you, to help your body compete the way it should be.
But it's not what I think the big myth at the lower levels that is it's strictly based on athleticism, and that's not true at all. Baseball's a head game.
Absolutely.
It's really a matter of, we've seen it. The two of us, because we've played so much together, we've seen guys that come in at the level, particularly at the levels that we played at, college and semi-pro, and he's at the pro level, is that guys have been taught the myth throughout their career that if they're a big enough athlete, a strong enough athlete, a fast enough athlete, they can make it in this game. It's not true. It's about being correct and then adding athleticism to that.
Totally true. Yeah, I always said to me, I'd rather have a guy that doesn't throw hard early on in his childhood because he actually learns how to pitch. And a lot of kids I see, and I even see them in Little League with the Little Leaguers, they start creating these swings, these home run swings that they think that's going to help them later on, and they go from being a superstar in Little League and they go to the big field now, they're a terrible player, and it's because of the bad habits that have been created to trying to get a loopy home run swing on a short fence, and then same thing with a pitcher that throws hard early on. He throws fastballs right by bad hitters, then they get to compete, and now they don't know how to use any other pitches, or they don't know how to locate well because of the issue that their whole life, that's the way they've been throwing.
Well, and what I want to translate is this starts there, but the level that we've been at, we've seen, would you say, hundreds of players that come and they go at our level, at the semi-pro and minor league level. They go, I don't understand. I went to I was a stud in high school. I was all state. I was all conference. I had scholarship offers, and I got cut in college because they don't have skills that translate to the next level.
Yes, definitely correct.
All right, we're gonna end it on there. Berto is going to be involved with us with a lot of stuff, some skill tapes and everything else. Thanks for coming and watching us today, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.